football fans, and welcome to the Touchdown Lady podcast. We talk football from a fan's point of view. I'm Sandy, your host. Let's just get into it. We're going to start off with the frustration and rants of the fans about the 2025 football season. We are not happy with what's going on in these games. And we're going to start off with the coaching and play calling. Yes, we our fans are frustrated with the way the play calling has been in some of these games, and the coaching has been horrible. Yes, just horrible. Also, the unpredictability in these games when you got good teams losing to bad teams. We're not happy. Some of these matchups didn't make sense going into this season. Yeah, not really matching up well among each other. So we're not happy with good teams losing to bad teams. The next, poor execution as far as offense, the lack of scoring, turnovers, missed opportunities, and the teams are struggling to be consistent on the field. Yes, even the star players, inconsistent, just not been good. But here's a big one. The fans were upset and not happy with Sunday night football that was played between the Broncos and the Commanders. A lot of fans feel that this game should have never been on Sunday night football. It was not good enough. It was low quality playing, and a lot of fans did not watch this game for that reason. I thought the game was okay. For Sunday night football, I understand you want more exciting than this matchup. So they're not happy about the matchup that was Sunday night football for Week 13. The next, like I said, underperformance from star players. Fans are pissed off, especially about Jeudy this week when he got into Shedeur's face, arguing on the sideline. A lot of fans are not happy about that situation. They feel that it should have never happened. If he had something to say, it should have been taken off the field. So we're not happy with that. I'm still not happy when he dropped the ball from last week when they played against the Raiders and he fumbled. That was just not good. I don't know what's going on with him, but fans are not happy about that. But there are some team fans that are really, really pissed off, and we're going to talk about the Eagles fans. And they are tired of the poor performances. They lost two weeks straight, once against Dallas, once against the Bears this weekend. They're not happy about that. The fans are calling for a new offensive coach. They want. It was so bad during this game that the Eagles fans started booing, and they started leaving the game before the game was over. So they are pissed. I don't know how they're going to fix that with the fans or with the Eagles, but that's what's going on with the Eagles fans. The Steelers fans, yes, they're unhappy. They started chanting in this game when the Bills played the Steelers over the weekend. The Steelers fans were chanting, "Fire Mike Tomlin." Yes, they are tired of Mike Tomlin. They want him gone with the inconsistency that the offense have on their field from week to week. They're also pissed off of the lack of playoffs wins since 2016 was the last time that I guess made an appearance in the playoff for a win. So fans are not happy about that. The Bronco fans, they are frustrated as, no, not the Broncos. The Buccaneer fans are frustrated as well. Chris Godwin, he dropped a touchdown pass when it was 3rd and goal. It could have put the Bucs ahead in the game. And so they're pissed off about that. Him dropping that touchdown pass. Last but not least, Kansas City fans are frustrated. They're tired of Kansas City losing close games. They lost to the Cowboys this week. The inconsistent performance on the field all year long, the fans are not happy with that. And the fans are really mad about the Kansas City sitting at 6-6, and they're the 3rd place in the AFC West division, the Kansas City is. So the Kansas City fans are not happy with that. Yeah, I know what they're going to do. Well, let's talk about the games that I watched this week, and we're going to start off with the Browns versus the 49ers. Now, coming in this game, I knew the Browns was not going to beat the 49ers. The 49ers is just a better team. They're well coached. They always got a run game, a pass game. They're good on making adjustments when they have to. So I didn't expect the Browns to beat the 49ers. So the 49ers beat the Browns in this game 26-8. But I did expect the Browns to put more points on the board than 8 points. They had opportunities to put more points on the board. That just didn't happen. I thought the first half of this game, Shedeur Sanders, which is his 2nd start, I thought he did really well in this game. He got a touchdown pass in this game. And after that, the first half of this game, they did not stick with the passing game. The whole second half of this game was running the ball. That's what the Browns did. And they don't even run the ball that well to get first downs. Or even get into field goal position. So the run game, to me, didn't work well. They should have did some passing in the second half, which they did none of that. Late in the fourth quarter, about 5 minutes in the game, I think about a little bit before the 2-minute warning, they allowed Shedeur to throw a pass. Yeah. Bad coaching in this game, bad play calling in this game for the Browns. It was just bad on offense. The defense struggled as well. They was tired. The offense could not stay on the field long enough to give the Browns defense rest. You could see it in the defense's players' face. They was just really tired in this game. I don't know. They got to make some big adjustments for the Browns. Shedeur Sanders had 149 yards, 1 touchdown in this game, no interception. As a team, the Browns had 253 yards, 3 sacks, 25 yards and penalties, and 2 fumbles in this game. On the other side for the 49ers, Brock Purdy had 168 yards, 1 touchdown, no interception in this game. Brock Purdy, they did a good job on offense and defense. Once they started getting going in this game, the 49ers did, they just took over the game and just started dominating over the Browns. As a whole, the team had 253 yards, 1 sack, and 11 yards and penalties. The 49ers, once again, beat the Browns 26-8. The next game that I watched is going to be the Bills and the Steelers. Now, I was happy the Bills came up with this win. They've been not looking that great for the last couple of weeks, but they did get this win over the Steelers, 26-7. Josh Allen had 123 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception in this game. The offense did struggle in the first quarter. For the first quarter to half of the second quarter, they did struggle in this game. They couldn't get a run game or a passing or a running game in the first half of this game. But after the break, when they came in from the halftime, they started putting things together. They started moving the ball well, getting into a running game, and they started dominating over the Steelers the second half of this game. They really did on offense and defense. As a whole, the Bills had 372 yards, no sacks, 45 yards and penalties, and 1 fumble. On the other side for the Steelers, Aaron Rodgers had 117 yards, no touchdown, no interception in this game. Mason Rudolph came in the game for Aaron Rodgers for a little bit, no touchdowns, no yards, 1 interception in this game. Like I said, for the Steelers, they struggled on offense and defense. They couldn't really get anything really going once the Bills took over the second half of this game. As a whole, they had 166 yards, 1 sack, 67 yards and penalties, and 1 fumble in this game. Next game we're going to talk about is Sunday Night Football game, and fans are not happy with this game. They feel that the Broncos and the Commanders was not a good game to be played on Sunday night. I kind of agree with them on this. I wish it was a better matchup. So fans are not happy with this matchup for Sunday Night Football that happened for Week 13. The Broncos, Bo Nix, they wound up winning this game 27-26 in overtime over the Washington Commanders. Bo Nix had 321 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception in this game. As a whole, the team had 402 yards, 1 touchdown, and 33 yards and penalties. On the other side, the Washington Commanders, Marcus Mariota, he had 294 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception in this game. Jalen Daniels, he is still out with the elbow injury. I don't know when he's coming back, so he's still out. As a team, as a whole, the team had 419 yards, 2 sacks, and 35 yards and penalties. The best quarter in this game was the fourth quarter, 5 minutes left in the game. This is when both these teams were battling out to try to get this win. I thought these teams were both evenly matched on offense and defense. Either one of these teams really dominate over the other one in this game. Each one of these teams did have some good players at certain points in this game. So overall, it was a decent game. It wasn't the most exciting game for Sunday Night Football, but it was a decent game. And like I said, the Broncos wound up winning over the Commanders in overtime, 27-26. Well, let's get into the surprise win of the week for Week 13 for NFL regular season games. And we're going to start off with the Cowboys beating Kansas City 31-28. The Bengals beating the Ravens 32-14. The Bears beating the Eagles 24-15. The Jets beating the Falcons 27-24. The Panthers 31-28 over the Rams. The Packers 31-24 over the Lions. And those are the surprise wins for Week 13 of the NFL regular season. Thursday Night Football will start Week 14, and we're going to have the Cowboys versus the Lions. Also, in Week 14, we're going to have a real matchup. Everybody's got to be watching this game as well. The Browns will be taking over the Titans. You're going to have Shedeur Sanders versus Cam Ward. Now, both these quarterbacks was predicted to go 1 and 2 in the 2024 draft, but that did not happen. So it's going to be a battle. Well, they're making the battle between these two of the rookie quarterbacks. I'm going to say in this game, who is going to be the better coaching too? Not just the rookie quarterbacks going against each other, but the better coaching and play calling in this game. Now, both these teams are not that great, but somebody got to win this game. But that's going to be the hype going into this weekend. Shedeur Sanders versus Cam Ward, two rookie quarterbacks going at it on bad teams. Well, the shout-out team of the week is going to be the Bears. The Chicago Bears, yes, they beat the Eagles 24-15. Now, last year, the Eagles struggled, especially Caleb Williams. He struggled real bad last year, but looked like he turned things around. I mean, the Bears are now sitting in first position in the NFC North Division at 9-3. Yes. Caleb Williams had 154 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception in this game versus the Eagles. So shout out to the Chicago Bears for turning it around this year. And like I said, they are sitting at 9-3. Wow, they're looking really good going into the playoffs. Yeah. Well, this is the part of the show. If you want to reach out to me, you can email me at touchdownladies@gmail.com. That's touchdownladies@gmail.com. Well, I like to end the show on a positive note, and I do something I call Facts, Fun, and Football, where I reach in here, and I get something fun to end the show on. Let's see what we're going to get. And this is going to be a joke. What is it called when a dinosaur gets a touchdown? A dinosaur. And this is Sandy from the Touchdown Ladies saying, don't forget to smile, be happy, be kind, put your action behind your plan, and keep moving forward. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.